In this video, we will learn about other useful list methods in Python. The first method is copy. This is mainly used to achieve list cloning. We have already seen what is list cloning. When we clone a list, all the members in one list will be copied to a new list. And whenever we do changes in one list, it will not be reflected in the other because the memory location of both the list will be different. Now let's see how to create a copy of a list. List 1 is created with 4 elements. And I want to create a copy. So I'm calling list1.copy and storing that in a new list called list2. When the memory address of list1 and list2 are printed, we are getting different memory locations. And when we print the content of list1 and list2, both are having the same content. Now I'm going to append one element only to the end of the list1 by means of list1.append 5. Now when I print original list, it is now having totally 5 elements. Whereas when I print the list 2, it is having only 4 elements. Whatever changes I have done in list 1, they are not reflected in the list 2. The next method is index method. This method is very useful when we want to find the occurrence of a particular element in a list. It is going to search the list for a specific element. And if the element is found, it is going to return the index. Sometimes an element can be found in the list in more than one place. In that case, it is going to return the index of the first occurrence. If the element is not found in the list, it throws a value error. List 1 is created as shown here. And I'm going to now find the index of 12. So I'm calling list1.index of 12. If you see the list, 12 is appearing in the list in 2 different places. But when I print the index, it is printing the output as 1 because it is going to return the index of the first occurrence. This is the first occurrence of 12, which is present in the index 1 in the list. Now, when I try to call list1.index of 16, it is going to search 16 in the list. It is not present in the list. So we are getting value error. The error is nothing but 16 is not in the list. Now, in this example, we are searching from the beginning of the list to the end of the list. Instead of that, we can limit our search only to a specific index range. Now, let's see how to do that. In this example, I am writing statement print list1.index 12, 2. So the meaning is I am going to search for the element 12 starting from the index 2. So here, if you see, this is the first occurrence of the 12, but I am starting at the index 2. That means I'm going to start only from this particular index. Now, if you consider that this is the occurrence of 12 in this particular range, so I am getting the output as 7. 7 is nothing but index of this 12. Now, when I search 11 in the list, starting from the index 1 up to the index 6, if you consider here, 11 is present in the list in 3 different places. In this case, I am specifying both the starting range as well as the ending range. Starting range is specified as 1 and ending range as 6. Therefore, it will start from the index 1 till the index 5, it will search. Now, if you consider this is the index 1, it is not having the data 11. Index 2 not having, 3 is also not having, 4 is not having the data. In the index 5, we have 11. So it is going to print 5 at the output. Suppose instead of 6, if I change here to 5, it is going to start from 1 and it will finish at the index 4. So 11 is not present in that index, so we'll be getting value error. The count method is going to count how many times a given object occurs in a particular list. In this particular list, I'm going to count the occurrence of 11. So here 11 is present in the list 3 times. So I'm getting the output as 3. And when I count for 15, I'm getting the output as 1. When I count for 16, it is not in the list. Even though it is not in the list, we will not get any error. It will give you 0. In this example, I am creating a nested list. That is nothing but list within another list. Now in list 1, I am going to count how many times the list having 2 elements, 1 and 2 are occurring. So in this is the first occurrence of 1, 2, and this is the second occurrence. So we are getting the output as 2. Now, if you consider this list is having 1, 2 as its part, not as full. So it will not be counted. And next, when I count for 2, 3 as a list, we are getting now the output as 1 because this is the list containing 2, 3. Sort function is going to sort the list either in the ascending order or otherwise in the descending order. So here list 1 is having certain content. I'm going to call list1.sort. And this is going to sort all the elements in the list and store it in the same memory location. This is called as in-place sorting. In-place sorting is nothing but you sort the elements which are present in the memory location and store it in the same memory location. So when I print list 1 after sorting, I'm getting the new sorted list as shown in this particular output. Now here I'm going to sort a list containing string of elements. So when I sort the list containing string of element, it is going to sort in the lexicographic order. So when I call list2.sort, after that I am printing the list 2, I am getting Bangalore, Chandigarh, Chennai and Mumbai. If you consider, it is going to consider the first letter first and it will sort it. Then if you consider the second data and third data, both are having the first letter as same and second letter as same. And if you consider the third letter, in Chandigarh, we have A, in Chennai, we have E. A comes before E in the alphabetical order. So it is going to compare letter by letter and then it will do the sorting internally. And if you want to sort the list in the descending order, we have to call list.sort, reverse is equal to true. When we give that, the list will be sorted in the descending order. Now here, the list is having 55, 66, 11 and 77. When we sort it in the descending order, we are getting the data as shown in the output. And the last function is reverse. The reverse function is going to reverse all the elements in the list and it will store in the same memory location. So list 3 is having 4 elements. I'm going to call list3.reverse. And when I print list 3, so I'm getting 77, 11, 66 and 55.